We're back at Everyway Woman, and we're going to talk about turning our obstacles into opportunities. We have Nina Bosky here, and you are a motivational speaker. So tell us about some of the obstacles you've had that you've turned into opportunity.
Well, I think that if you have been around the block a few times and you've grown and you've gone through your years in life, you definitely are going to come up on obstacles. And one of the things that I did when I started my business, I was on a very kind of cushy track, a television corporate job, television advertising, and it was at the height of the internet where everybody was in that frenzy, right?
That bubble, yeah.
And they said, no, you got to start your own business. So I was like, I don't know. It's like, start it on the internet. And I was in radio and TV. And so what happened was I did, of January of 2000. Well, in March 17th of 2000, the internet crashed. And I was on the fast track of doing an IPO. Well, iVillage and Women.com's internet stock just plummeted. I already had 6 employees. Needless to say, I wasn't going to get my funding. So what do? You know, this was my passion. My company was getting people inspired about their life. It was entertainment. So I really had to change and shift and turn a big obstacle into an opportunity.
And so
what did you do?
Yeah.
Well, that's, sometimes you have to take a step back. And one of the tips that I wanted to give your audience was to be able to get grounded and get centered. Because depending on how big the obstacle was, and in my case it was a big obstacle, it was a big trauma, you have to take a step back and get grounded in who you are. And that might be meditation, it might be running, it might be getting a lot of support around it, but it's important for you to at least take a step back and assess what exactly happened.
So maybe not jumping right into the next thing,
No.
really deciding where you want to take that leap.
Yes, and I think, that's really, really important. And also the other thing is that you got to keep it real. And in the beginning, at least in my case, I was in denial. Oh no, it'll just, we'll just whip around and shift. And I think that's a great thing for any women entrepreneurs or any entrepreneur. You have to think quickly on your feet, but sometimes that could lead to denial, and that's the last place you want to be. You want to be real, not only with yourself, but the people around you, because those people around you are going to want to help you succeed. But if you're acting like everything's okay, then they don't really know what's going on.
So you don't want to have completely a positive attitude. You want to actually be in reality and grounded and
Exactly. And then, one of the things is that happens is it doesn't matter what the obstacle is. It could be a little obstacle or a big obstacle, right? We focus on the obstacle or the problem and not the solution. And I always give people a really good, it's kind of like an example. You're driving from LA to San Francisco. You get a flat tire. You're in the ditch or the side of the road, right? Nobody sits there for hours and looks at their tire and go, oh my God, I can't believe we have a flat. I can't believe we have a
It's
flat,
flat
right?
from this side, it's flat from that side.
No, you do whatever you have to do to get your tire fixed, and you get on the road and you keep going. Same thing.
That's a great
you have to
example.
focus on the solution, right? So that's a really big one.
So what was your solution?
Well, sometimes it takes a lot of assessment, but for me, it wasn't that I didn't have a good idea. It was just that the timing was off. So part of it, you have to assess what is the reason why it failed, or why is this obstacle in front of me? So that was one of the other tips I was going to give everybody, is look for the lesson. Right. What's the lesson? What is the, what is life trying to teach me here?
Because your Life Bite, and we actually have a segment about Life Bites as well.
Oh, wow.
So, and you can find out more about Nina, and you can go to our website at lifebites.com. And she also has co-written a book called The Spirit of Women Entrepreneurs, and we're going to give one away to one of our lucky Facebook viewers out there. But Nina, thanks so much for coming on and sharing your tips.
Thank you.
We'll be back more with Everyway Woman.